There was murder, drugs, prostitution, and all-around criminal behavior. And in the 70s, we couldn't get enough. Today, on the very, very best of the 70s, we're breaking the law with gusto as we count down the best crime movies of the decade.
Number 10, Dirty Harry.
This is about a movie about a couple of killers. The one with the badge is Harry.
He was so cool. He was so darned cool.
I know what you're thinking. Did he fire 6 shots or only 5? You've got to ask yourself one question. Do I feel lucky? Well, do you, punk?
Dirty Harry in the 70s was badass and the epitome of cool.
That was the first time we ever saw a nickel-plated 44 Magnum. We thought it was the size of a house.
But when he pulls out that 44 Magnum, it's like, whoa.
Hey, I got to know.
The movie was more than just catchphrases, however, as it all but solidified the anti-hero cop cliches that would follow for years to come.
This is a very dark movie. Scorpio, the bad guy, kidnaps a girl.
Where's the girl? I said, where's the girl?
And, you know, to the surprise of the audience, they don't find her in time. She dies.
I'm going to let her die.
Of course, Clint, I mean, Dirty Harry, would eventually get the bad guy.
I'll blow his brains out.
And the film, that was inspired by the real-life Zodiac killer, would be an audience favorite, spawning 4 sequels with catchphrases all their own.
Go ahead. Make my day.
Born to play Dirty Harry, believe it or not, the part was actually first offered to the likes of John Wayne, Steve McQueen, and even Frank Sinatra.
I mean, you can't imagine anybody but Clint in this role.
I know, right? I sure do feel lucky Eastwood landed the part. Do you?
Well, do you, punk?
Number 9, Murder on the Orient Express.
She wrote 66 novels, was listed by the Guinness Book of World Records as the best-selling author of all time, and in 1974, one of her best murder mysteries would hit the silver screen.
I love a good Agatha Christie.
Well, Agatha Christie, I mean, she's just, was a brilliant mystery writer and the modern creator of the whodunit.
Murder on the Orient Express is an adaptation of Agatha Christie's novel, and the idea of the movie is to give you a big, giant, all-star cast where you recognize nearly every single person in the cast, some of them with very small roles.
This is no ordinary mystery.
And then try and figure out who committed this murder on the Orient Express.
Poirot is one of my favorite detectives and one of my favorite characters that Christie wrote. The fun, the archness, the snideness.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now come to my own reconstruction of the night of the murder.
I don't know if people realize there is a real Orient Express.
Oh, I love being on the Orient Express.
In service for over a century, the actual train has clocked nearly 2.5 million miles and has served over 1 million meals.
So the Orient Express serves 12,000 croissants a year. I think I had half of them that time I was on. The food was fabulous.
And so were the fictional murders aboard.
May I close his eyes now? Wish you would.
I always want to try and figure it out before you get the final punch of what the actual real answer is and who the real villain is.
I think it's one of Agatha Christie's better stories, in that you really are looking for someone, and it turns out to be everyone.
What? Shut your face. Everyone did it. Talk about a twist.
So many stars to play their part in murder.
Number 8, Skip Carter.
One day, a professional killer went home to visit his family and found his brother murdered.
Whoa, this one sounds like a good one. His brother's been murdered, and now Michael Caine is mad. Like, really mad.
Was to find out who did it. And I'm not leaving till I do.
Get Carter is one of the most important British films ever made. It really set the standard for grittiness and violence for British movies. And in 1971, there had never been a movie like that made in Great Britain.
I know you didn't.
Filled with one disturbing death after another, the film was certainly violent, but also had a sexy side thanks to Britt Eklund.
Britt Eklund. Oh yeah, she got my needle moving.
Things you're proud of.
It's not hard to see why, but when it initially came out in 1971, Get Carter was rated X. It's incredibly violent. There's some significant sexuality happening in the movie.
Carter, the heated killer, the cool lover.
Does Michael Caine hold the record for number of films made?
Close, but not quite. The actor does, however, have an impressive tally of over 130 acting credits.
Did you know that Michael Caine's real name is Maurice? Did you? Who would have guessed? I mean, come on. Let's see, Michael Caine starring Maurice Micklewhite. No.
Though the actor goes by his given name in real life, for the rest of us, he will always be Mr. Caine on screen, where he certainly can play one bad mother effer.
Michael Caine is Carter. Get Carter before Carter gets you.
Still to come on the very, very best of the 70s.
Prostitution, murder, burglary.
Welcome back to the very, very best of the 70s. So far, we got dirty with Harry, went continental with the Orient Express, and got revenge with Michael Caine. Now it's time to check in with our next 70s crime movie on the list.
Number 7, Taxi Driver.
You talking to me?
Oh, you talking to me? You talking to me? Talking to me? You talking to me?
Well, I'm the only one here.
It's one of the most quotable movie lines in pop culture history, and it's from Martin Scorsese's 1976 masterpiece that would shock audiences and critics alike.
Okay.
You can fast forward in Taxi Driver anywhere and be mesmerized by what you see.
12 hours of work and I still can't sleep. Damn. Days go on and on.
My favorite director of all time, Martin Scorsese.
Let's see, what crimes were in Taxi Driver? Prostitution, murder, burglary, just to name a few.
Suck on this.
Crime? It's got bucket loads. But what really made this film stand out was its gritty portrayal of New York and its incredible performances.
I got some bad ideas in my head.
This really captured 70s New York. It stands up to this day. This movie could make you smell New York. The assemblage of the cast was just amazing. Robert De Niro, Jodie Foster, Harvey Keitel.
Officer, I swear I'm clean. I'm just waiting here for a friend.
Passionate about the material, many of the big stars, including De Niro and Scorsese, would take pay cuts to get the film made. But the unselfishness would pay off as the film and actors received rave reviews.
Amazing combination of chemistry in the darkest way.
Why do you want me to go back to my parents? I mean, they hate me. Why do you think I split in the first place?
Jodie Foster was just amazing.
What was she, 14?
Only 12 years old while filming, Foster would actually be required to see a psychologist to make sure she could handle the part of a young street prostitute who is ultimately rescued by one confused taxi driver.
Very Scorsese, why cut away from the gunshot when you can do a close-up on it?
A brilliantly raw, executed thriller that was unnerving. It kept you on edge, and it was relentless.
Watch the last 4 minutes. It's a bloodbath.
Holy shit! This movie really is dark. Damn.
Number 6, The French Connection.
All right, Popeye's here. Get your hands on your heads. Get off the bar and get on the wall.
It's the film about detectives Jimmy Popeye Doyle and Buddy Cloudy Russo in pursuit of a French heroin smuggler.
Well, I love The French Connection. This is a true story of how drugs were shipped from Turkey to Marseille to America, and they're probably still doing it.
We're going now. Bye.
How many times have I been downhearted, looked up and saw him smiling like a shining dime? Yeah.
It's about two undercover New York cops trying to catch an international drug kingpin in New York.
The French Connection, a millionaire exporter with a record too clean to be true, and Doyle knows it.
But if you get too bogged down in the plot, you'll miss the beauty of The French Connection.
The critics wouldn't, though, and the film would clean up awards season.
Not only did The French Connection win the Academy Award for Best Picture, it was the first R-rated film to win the Academy Award.
Jimmy, come on, let me bust one. I want a bust chase.
Don't stop.
In The French Connection, there's a car chase, which is actually one of the best car chases in film history.
And one of the most dangerous.
That chase was done incredibly recklessly. No permits, nobody stopping lights. The accidents you see in the chase, those are real accidents.
So here's a fun fact for you. Popeye's famous fried chicken, the restaurant chain, is actually named after Gene Hackman's character, Popeye Doyle.
If that's true, that's amazing and totally off topic. Let's move on to another crime movie from the 70s.
Number 5, The Sting.
While our last crime movie was all about catching the crook, our next one is all about conning one.
The Sting, which is a caper starring Paul Newman and Robert Redford, and Robert Shaw is the bad guy, kind of the mob boss.
Everything about it was great. The sets, the costumes, everything about it. The guys just pulled it off beautifully.
He's got all my money. My wallet! He's got my wallet! We got it!
It's a whole scam that Redford did in the begining with the wallet.
I just made the world's easiest $5,000.
The Sting made me want to be a pickpocket.
Come on, hold on, man, baby. Come on!
Inspired by a true story, The Sting was an instant hit, quickly becoming the 4th highest grossing movie ever made at the time. And ironically, trailed just behind The Exorcist, which was released the same week.
Your mother's in here with his cars. Would you like to leave a message?
Back to the handsome men! Back to the handsome men!
Robert Redford and Paul Newman, incredibly sexy guys, incredibly charismatic.
They were two hunky leading men, yes.
Oh, I love Paul Newman.
And it seemed the world loved Newman and Redford together, as the two also starred in the popular Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. But while Butch and Sundance earned 4 Oscars, The Sting would steal the show with its own haul. See? I just made a joke.
The Sting was nominated for 10 Oscars and won 7 of them, which is huge.
And they were kind of the anti-hero. They were crooks.
All right, everybody, FBI.
I didn't know what was happening until the people invaded the gambling room and everything went crazy. And then you suddenly realize that the bad guys had been conned.
Come on, but my money's in there.
Yes, in the end, Newman and Redford would win the day, forever endearing these two lovable criminals into the heart of all who saw the film.
Well, kid, you beat him.
Number 4, Dog Day Afternoon.
They got me on kidnapping, armed robbery. They're gonna bury me, man. He wants to kill me so bad he can taste it.
I'm always gonna kill you.
Attica!
One thing you think about when you hear Dog Day Afternoon is Attica, Attica, Attica.
The year was 1975, when director Sidney Lumet would tell the true story of a Brooklyn bank robbery gone terribly wrong.
There's no money here.
They picked it up this afternoon. There's only $1,100.
This is too much.
Intending to use the money to fund a sex change operation for Pacino's character's lover, the would-be thief would arrive to find only $1,100 in the bank.
It's all a whim. Rob a bank.
I had it planned.
Though based on a true story, the film would, however, alter a few details.
Not many people know that the John Cazale character was originally described as 18 years old and beautiful. And John came in and auditioned for it and won the part over.
One thing that wouldn't be a winner was Pacino's original choice to grow a mustache for his character. A full week was filmed with the facial hair before clearer heads and clean faces prevailed.
It's an amazing assembly of talent. Al Pacino and John Cazale, Lance Henriksen, Carol Kane.
You're rooting for them, and he was a very lovable. The audience couldn't help but to be on his side.
And while the cast certainly made you cheer for the underdog,
Sal, because this is your first plane trip, don't be scared, okay?
the movie ultimately proved crime doesn't pay.
Don't shoot me.
Still to come on the very, very best of the 70s.
Person on too much acid combined with LSD, just madness going on inside his brain.
Welcome back to the very, very best of the 70s. So far, we've enjoyed quite a variety of illegal activities. Let's keep the lawlessness going with some more crime movies of the 70s.
Number 3, A Clockwork Orange.
It was Stanley Kubrick's first solo screenplay, and it was based on Anthony Burgess's 1962 novel of the same name. And when it came to crime, this movie came through in spades.
Let's get it, boys!
At the beginning, here's this violent gang doing the most violent, awful, horrendous murders and so corrupt.
Seeing Clockwork Orange as a child, it was disturbing, it was violent, it was menacing.
You knew anything that came out of Kubrick was going to be beyond intense.
What we were after now was the old surprise visit. That was a real kick, and good for laughs and lashings of the old ultra-violent.
Stanley Kubrick's head has to be like a person on too much acid combined with LSD, just madness going on inside his brain, because the stuff that he comes out with creatively is just very strange.
Meant as a commentary on social, political, and economic subject matters, the movie proved to be one of Kubrick's most memorable films, mostly because of one's visceral reaction to watching it.
It was banned in England for years.
During the torture scenes, when Malcolm McDowell's eyes were held wide open, his eyes actually had to be anesthetized. That's commitment.
His only way to get out of prison is to sort of heal himself and find a violent act as something that he finds disgusting.
I've learned my lesson, sir. I see now what I've never seen before.
Not only does our dear narrator find violence gut-churning, but his most beloved artist, Ludwig van Beethoven, also sent him into fits. But all's well that ends well. And in Kubrick's case, if it ever ends at all.
Kubrick was known for being very quick. And just to show you, the last shot of Clockwork Orange was just mere tiny 74 takes.
Now that's commitment. Still to come on the very, very best of the 70s.
Wham. Oh, God.
Welcome back to the very, very best of the 70s. It's time to find out who snatched the top spots on your list of bad guys doing bad deeds. It's 70s crime movies.
Number 2, Chinatown.
It's the 1974 film neo-noir mystery starring Jack Nicholson and Faye Dunaway, and inspired by the California water wars of the early 20th century.
Gonna be a lot of irate citizens when they find out that they're paying for water that they're not gonna get.
But far more than just about water, this film dives deep as Private Eye J.J. Geddes uncovers a murder, massive corruption, and of course, a dark family secret.
I said I want the truth.
She's my sister and my daughter.
It was very twisted, too, as far as the family dynamic.
I think one of the things, too, that makes this movie so great is Jack Nicholson's character is in every single scene.
Hello, Claude. Where'd you get the midget?
There's a particular moment in Chinatown that has always stood out, and that's with Jack Nicholson and another character sticking a knife inside his nose and slitting it.
You know what happens to nosy fellows? They lose their noses.
And that character is Roman Polanski.
Oh, God. Roman Polanski, a switchblade and Jack Nicholson's nose. Love Chinatown.
Gruesome and compelling, the film would get nominated for 11 Oscars, just 3 short of the record.
Not bad for a crime story.
Even though the movie's called Chinatown, there was only one scene that was actually filmed in Chinatown.
And that scene happens to be the film's surprisingly dark ending, in which Dunaway is gunned down and the bad guy gets away.
Forget it, Jake. It's Chinatown.
Dark, man. Dark.
Number 1, The Godfather.
In cinema, there are moments in movies that become benchmarks in time. And in 1972, Francis Ford Coppola would take the crime genre into the stratosphere.
When The Godfather came out, everybody else stopped and paid attention.
The Godfather is the ultimate crime movie of the 70s because it's the ultimate movie ever made.
Well, The Godfather had been a best-selling novel, and everybody was very excited to see who would play these characters that they had in their minds.
You can act like a man! What's the matter with you?
The studio didn't want Marlon Brando to play The Godfather. He was a risk. He slowed productions down. Coppola pushed and pushed and pushed for Brando.
You come into my house on the day my daughter's to be married and you ask me to do murder.
He was a fascinating actor. I understand when he was assigned to play Superman's father, he suggested that he play it as a suitcase, and the producers vetoed that idea.
Speaking of conflicting ideas...
A lot of fighting between Francis Ford Coppola and Robert Evans. Coppola not the first choice to direct the movie. The studio didn't want really any of those leading cast members. And Coppola wanted sort of nothing to do with it.
It's not personal, Sonny. It's strictly business.
Luckily, Coppola would stick it out and stick to his guns, giving us a cast that would deliver one amazing moment after another.
When Sonny got killed, I said, oh, no, this is gangster.
Gangster is right. The most expensive scene ever filmed at the time, James Caan would wear 127 blood-filled explosive squibs, adding to the film's gore and realism. Oh, and that horse head there? Yeah, it's real! They got it from a local dog food company. Yikes! And gross.
Oh my God, I didn't know that. I always assumed it was a prop. I was happier thinking it was a prop.
I was doing this in my chair. Ooh, God.
A true standout in the 70s, The Godfather would reign supreme as a crime movie and certainly deserves its top billing of number 1 on our list of 70s crime movies. Thanks for watching, and watch your back.